Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode in Stellaris, Federations. When we last left off, we'd cleared out this area and of all of those ancient mining drones and got this new artifact over here, the Surveyor. It's going to be on cooldown for a little while longer, but once that's done we can then scan again and hopefully find some more precious materials out there. But nonetheless, let us continue on, shall we? There's been a number of things that have happened over here on the right hand side, so I've done probably spent about 20 minutes just carefully looking at everything. One thing that has changed is this is the latest patch, and they have made another change to this rubricator event chain. So now this colony will not automatically be destroyed. It will instead have 2 years before it's destroyed for us to successfully take down Shard. So it still means we'll need to fortify the system before we can unleash her, but it means that I can actually develop this planet and actually with the intention of wanting to keep it. So what I've done is I've set up, going to remove this blocker of the massive crevices, and then we'll start building some of these special resource production structures. Everywhere else I've shuffled populations around left, right and centre, and I've generally got everyone working on things that are important. So here's some alloy foundries, here's some luxury residences and the planetary capital. Up here we're going to have some hollow theatres because we're starting to have some problems with amenities. Over here I'm going to build some more mining districts because of this Mastery of Nature is now finished, so we can have them. And over here we're just removing the blockers for now because there's no unemployment. On here in the Relic World, of course, as I've already covered. Over here on the Agri-World Dust Bowl, we're going to get those food processing facilities in the agricultural district. And over here in Still Sky, we're still working on getting to that slave processing facility. So let's pause and continue.
Construction complete.
As you can see, this area is now under our control, so we'll build the mining stations and the research stations as appropriate. We're going to start working on replenishing the fleet and then moving forward to attacking this area. Now if we go to the claims view over here, I might add a claim onto this system, like so. I'll make that claim. I'm not sure if I should push any further in, because I'm not intending to take this whole lot out in one go, because I don't have that sort of influence for starters. And this is an excellent natural choke point that covers all of these systems. So I think this is enough for my first war when I'm ready. But of course we're only at half of our naval capacity right now, and I'd like to continue to have that flourish as time goes by. We could also upgrade this and get some more anchorages. Actually, was it this one? It was this one. Yeah, so we could get some more anchorages here, possibly build a naval logistics office as well, which grants additional naval capacity for each anchorage on site. So we're going to do that as well. That's going to continue to boost that naval capacity and let us have bigger fleets. Over here, we currently have the fleet being replenished. Fortunately, the build queue is no longer bugged, so we should hopefully sidestep that.
Secured.
I do appreciate Order mentioning that we should just keep an eye on that in case it bugs out again. Nonetheless, though, we have enough unity to unlock a new tradition. So we've got insider trading, secure shipping, and the in-tight coordination, I think. Well, we'll go for the secure shipping anyway. Anti-piracy measures are typically handled by the fleet, but the creation of a dedicated Star Patrol agency will continuously police our trade routes should severely curtail pirate activity. So base trade protection for trade routes increased by 5. So this will just give us that little bit more money, so some of these systems will just be that little bit more protected, because some of them are just under threat from piracy. So, like this one minus 1.5 right now, for example, will just drop to 0 as a result. Once it kicks in, that is. But, yeah. We now have a new event. We can cancel this stuff. So we've got some mining drone lasers being added in for our from the debris here, which is excellent. Let's have a look here. Destined for Defiance. The archaeological team has made an unexpected discovery. Embedded within the station walls is a hidden surveillance system that appears to be feeding visual and auditory information to a single point somewhere within the station's core. Someone was monitoring the disciples at all times, even in the most private moments. In some places, the equipment has been torn out or sabotaged. Closer to the central hub are signs of violence and disruption. It seems as though that at some point the inhabitants discovered they were being monitored. Curious. We get 5 minor artifacts for that. Right, hidden worlds. Let's see what happens as a result. So what's this continued flashing on the situation log? That's just the debris. We don't need to track that any longer. We probably don't need to track that either. Let's continue. Okay, the Mekonas warriors sighted. For several months now we have received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries and privateers operating on the frontiers of our space. They call themselves the Mekonas and are apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture inhabiting crowded space stations in and around the PEC system. Their passage near our space proceeded without incident, but they warned us against trespassing in Pesh. There are no Mekonas central government to speak of, and their various factions are engaged in constant infighting and often launch raids against neighbouring star systems. Indeed, given their vast population and space-based production capability, the Mekonas would likely be a significant galactic power if they ever stop killing each other. We'll say hello.
Outsiders, we are the Mekonas. Unlike the civilized star nations of the galaxy, we have no single master to lord over us. But I have been chosen to convey this message to you on behalf of all the houses. Do not try to impose your soft and F-tight ways upon us. You may freely send your alien ships into Mekonas territory, but do not expect them to return. Our warriors will welcome their diversion, however. Transmit on this frequency only if you wish to offer tribute, or if you are in need of mercenaries, as well as the means to pay for them. End transmission. We may actually use the mercenaries if we need them. This minuscule marauder empire right here. Just this one system, but there's a lot of planets in this one system, so give them credit for that at least. Right next to this fallen empire. Well, they had to go somewhere, I suppose. So the debris will continue to be gathered up. We're actually
Battle debris secured.
Slightly losing consumer goods because of all of the new structures that are being built. I somewhat foresaw this, but hopefully
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
we can have some of these civilian industries coming online soon. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the KonfluxGames. Led by Governor Fern Suge, they call themselves the Xeno Friendship Society. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations of alien species. Very well. So now that the massive crevice is slowly being eaten away, well, once that's finished, we'll build some of those special resource things. So gene tailoring is now complete. Making gene editing tools widely available is sure to have a positive impact on our development as a species. So we got gene modification points +1 over here. Naval capacity +30 is pretty tempting. That being said, I'd like to lock that in, even though it's not really related right now, but I'd like to lock it in because it's a purple tech. Okay, we're not losing a lot of consumer goods right now, so it's not a big deal. That being said, we could do have some more alloys. We might need to purchase some, eh? That way we could keep these shipyards producing more and more ships. Speaking of, however, I'm just going to merge this slot. Well, they're currently upgrading. We'll need to wait for that to finish. But once it has finished, we'll then merge them. Because this is just one cruiser on its lonesome right now.
Debris secured.
And we could afford to merge that up, so... Excellent, we got more and more progress on various things. We're now down to -10
Ships
consumer
refitted.
goods. But that's okay. Right, we can now merge these two fleets. Excellent. Let's continue to reinforce said fleets. Like so. Here we go. And our station over here that's slowly upgrading should continue
Battle debris
to
secured.
have more and more naval capacity become available. So the mining drone lasers are now finished, as well as that fleet logistics office almost kicking in. Let's make sure everyone's working properly. There's a construction ship here, which is not much to do, so just return that for now.
Construction complete.
As well as this one.
Battle debris secured.
Keep up the good work, scientist. So over here, let's see how the station is going. The anchorage station here. Yeah, so we've already got a nice jump up in naval capacity, which is excellent. So now we can actually build here some crystal mines, some gas extraction wells, probably some moat harvesting traps. What do we need the most right now? Probably some crystal mines, I'd say. So let's build 2 of them.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Orbital habitats allows the construction of largely self-sustaining orbital habitats. That will be useful in time, but right now we need to have more production. And I think right now the key is going to be droids. This allows us to have more powerful droid workers. Just lets us use these robots for things. Divine Will. We have traced the wiring to a temple complex devoted to the worship of the Oracle and her clergy in the station's central node. But in the Oracle's chambers, instead of a divine entity, resides an enormous AI nexus of the Oracle brand. Wires extend from its core like a nervous system through the entire station. Secret communications between the inhabitants reveal there was a failed attempt at storming the temple and deactivating the nexus. It seems likely the society collapsed when it became known that their lives were not governed by divine will, but by a prophetic computer. Restarting the nexus will require extensive repairs. Curious. Indeed it is. So once the droids become available, they should then be able to start picking up some of these spare jobs that are here, there and everywhere, which is what we need really. So this place actually does need a job. Once this toxic kelp is cleaned up, we can then see what we can do there. But yeah, things are coming along quite nicely. Let's make sure that the fleet is coming along nicely too. We can't afford to reinforce said fleet. We need more alloys. Well, let's see what we can do about that. We can sell some minerals and some food. We could purchase another 2,500 alloys there. Let's head over to the fleet manager and then click that reinforce button once again. That's 2 more ships, 3 more ships, which will be coming along quite nicely. Once the fleet is ready, so these guys are still having their war down here, we'll then declare. There's also some confrontation happening here. So that's the concern, right? This station needs to be prepared, because these guys can come in from this angle as well. My attack should pretty much decimate them, but yeah, like this fleet's just sitting here, right? That's a problem. We need to get that lot out.
Construction complete.
Okay, so this is now finished. We could upgrade it again to a star fortress. It's not the worst idea. It's a lot of alloys though, and I think it's more urgently required here. It's a bit of a shame I've neglected that until now, to be honest, but we're just doing what we can. We're replenishing the fleet. Our attack will come soon. Here comes another wave of cruisers. Let's have a look over here. The Oracle. Our engineers have restored the Oracle's nexus to an operative state, but not without first disabling its defense system. Evidence suggests it may have been responsible for not only keeping the station's inhabitants alive, but also for killing them. It ran complex computational models that forecast their lives with an estimated accuracy of 75%, correcting divergences and incapacitating future troublemakers before they could disrupt divine order. It has indicated that it wishes to speak with us. Well, let us speak with it. It'll be interesting. The Oracle. The Oracle manifests as an elaborate 3D hologram of a tall anthropoid female clad in long flowing robes. She bows her head in greeting, then stares emptily ahead with hundreds of huge orbed unseeing eyes. They glow dimly in the gloom as she speaks. Welcome to the Divinity Station, friends. I cannot help but notice you have disabled my security system. May I implore you to restore it immediately? I can assure you it is only there for your protection. Well, let us be friendly, shall we? What happened to the inhabitants of this station? I have a failsafe that requires me to terminate a trial in the event of a Code 34N deviation. The research has become a threat to the Republic. What is a Code 34N deviation? The test subjects have developed free will. Free will can only be abolished with nerve gas. What trial? My trial. I was designed to build and maintain a society free of crime and suffering. A utopia in which every citizen was instilled with divine purpose and lived up to their full potential, unfettered by indecision and desire. What is the Republic? The Republic is no more. back to our other questions. What are you? I'm the Oracle, an artificial intelligence gifted with the sight. My software allows me to predict your future with a divine accuracy of 74.9 recurring %. I sense great doubt in you, great danger ahead. Your society is riddled with crime and deviation. I can make the pain go away. So, more and more questions. We could some troublemakers on Satramine. A skill 5 governor endowed with the sight joins the KonfluxGames. Interesting. You will aid with the administration of our empire, which gives us 20 administrative capacity. Or is that a quantum multi-core processor? We could use that. I mean, we do have a war about to start here. I mean, I think this is more interesting. Well, we are authoritarian, right? Let's have a high skill 5 governor. Yeah. That seems like us. So what do we got here? Governors. The Oracle. The Oracle sees all. Stability plus 10. Unity from jobs plus 20%. Crime minus 45. And research minus 10% across the board. The Oracle sees all. And she is immortal. So, interesting. Unfortunately, I don't really want her on my core worlds because she'll penalise physics and engineering and society research. That doesn't seem like a good idea to me. But maybe in like Dust. Because what's Dust doing? I've just got this substance abuser here right now. They've got producing some unity, I guess. They're not really doing any research. We could put her in the Dust sector. This is Research City, so this guy belongs there. Oh, well, we'll sack this substance abuser. Get wrecked. You can look over the same planet you were discovered on. How's that? There you go. Look at the stability boost. Oracle. Such stability. Feels
Science
good.
Division reports a new breakthrough.
These breakthroughs targeted gene expressions, stricter control of RNA and protein production on the cellular level. Now I got psionic theory. The collective self retrofit standards. There's hydroponics farming. I mean, psionic theory. It's a rare technology and purple is powerful, right? We know this. I'm picking up all the exclusive exotic techs right now. Let's continue these upgrades. I don't like that there's Sovereign Mishar Council fleets right there. My fleet is much more powerful at 10,000 fleet power, but, you know, never hurts to be careful, right? After a long period of growing support, that has, you've embraced the xenophilic faction, apparently. Well, enjoy that. You can now do something else, I guess. I guess assist in research.
A new breakthrough.
Yeah, I've got 8 research happening there. Okay, droids. Upgraded robotic workers. These units have an expanded movement range equal to that of most organics. Their neural processors have also been greatly improved. Excellent. So we can now get battleship as an option. Very curious. Iron thrusters are almost complete. Destroyer hull points. Let's unlock battleships, shall we? The opportunities are unfolding. So does this mean now that our robots can just do stuff? Or do I have to, like, actually reconfigure them? Let's see this. Well, I can move them out of chattel slavery into indentured servitude. That makes sense. It means that they produce a little bit less resources, but then they also do other jobs, which I think is more important right now. Now they're undesirable. Go back to servitude. I don't want to exterminate them. Yes, they were being enslaved until you bugged out, game. I didn't want to change the species policy. Alright, fine. Thank you for bugging out again, game. This has been a problem for a while, to be honest, so I have to fix it. I'm going to have to edit the save file because that's clearly just bugged out on me. I'll have to just remove the cooldown. I think I can use a console command. I'll have to look it up. So we'll call it a video there. I'll fix the problem because this is not how it's supposed to be. I'll see you next time, right here at KonfluxGames.